Hi, welcome to CarAndMechanical, and today guys I'm going to show you how to remove and replace the dash cluster on your Audi A3 8L. So the first thing I'm showing you here is we're going to set the steering wheel up a bit so you can actually reach in and remove everything. I do have to adjust it a bit in the video, but first thing is this little piece of plastic which we'll just pull off. You might want to use a trim tool to move it a bit, but I found with a good grip and just grabbing it in the right place it will come out of the way. So what we need to do next is move the steering wheel down. Ideally you pull it out at the same time as well, and you've got two crosshead screws that you need to undo. So we're going to do both of these screws. Now initially I found that they weren't done enough, so I had to undo them a little bit more, but once they're fully undone you can then just pull the cluster out a bit. It won't come all the way out because the cables behind are too tight. So if we go into the side and we can see the first cable that we need to undo, there's actually a zip tie that's kind of holding it in place, so I'm going to cut that zip tie off as well. The knife I'm using here is way over the top, but it was what I had to hand and I was being careful not to cut through the wires. So we're going to cut that zip tie. It may not even need to be cut, but I did find it was restricting things. And then we can see that little lever on the purple one on the cluster there. We're going to use a screwdriver to force it up because my nails weren't doing enough to get that up. If you can, happy days. If not, use a screwdriver just to pry it free, pull the lever up. So that's going to let you pull the first connector off, which then frees the cluster up a bit more to get to the next connector behind. So we'll jump across to this middle red connector and we're going to pull that off as well. Now it might be worth mentioning you might have a different amount of connectors. I think this is off my 1.8T. I think my TDI may have only had two, I'm not 100% sure. So once you've got those two connectors off, there's one at the far side. This was far harder to film and do at the same time, and I actually found this one didn't have enough play in the wire to do it easily, so I had to reach through from the other side to undo it. So once that's undone, this is where your steering wheel adjustment comes in. I had to pull the steering wheel all the way out to let the cluster clocks come out. So once the steering wheel's out and down, or in the best position to come out, you can remove these clocks. And you can remove these for whatever reason. You might be replacing it or repairing something. So once that's done, you're going to pop your clocks back in and you've got that green connector back on where I've just shown you there. You need to reattach the middle red connector and then your far side blue one. Now I think the red one on this was a little bit loose, but you shouldn't find it too bad to put in. Just put some pressure on the clocks opposite. So we're actually nearly done with this now. We've just got the final connector to put on after I finish putting the red one on here. And you need to raise the lever arm up a bit, and you need to do that on the back green one as well actually. So raise the lever arm up, push it on, snap the lever arm down. So it will click in place mostly, but you may just need to snap the final bit in yourself. And then the clocks are ready to be reinstalled, or the dash cluster, whatever you would like to call it. So you're going to push this into place, and it needs a bit of a click. There's some little push fittings on it. And then line up the screwdriver holes, pop your two screws in, pop your trim back on, put your key in, make sure your clocks work as expected, and away you go. So I hope you find this video useful. Take your time with it, make sure you adjust the steering wheel, make sure you take your time with undoing those connectors and doing them back up, and good luck with whatever reason you've had to remove this for, to replace anything or to repair it or to upgrade it visually a bit. Okay guys, thank you for watching. If you did like this video, please hit the like button. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please hit the subscribe button. Please share this video with anyone you think it would be helpful to, and more than anything, thank you for watching.